From the Ghostbusters movies, we go to the Disney Plus series WandaVision and we take a look at the Marvel Legends Scarlet Witch. Let's check her out. So here is Scarlet Witch in her WandaVision Marvel Legends packaging. And welcome back to BubbaChuck14, and here's what you need to know if you want to purchase or get this awesome figure. But before we take a detailed look, and if it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you can be notified of any new updates, new videos of my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and all the good stuff. And now back on with the video. And now let's take a detailed look at the Scarlet Witch, who finally gets called a Scarlet Witch in the Disney Plus series WandaVision, which I haven't seen yet. And because I don't have Disney Plus, how about you guys? Have you seen the WandaVision show? Comment below if you liked it and what's your favorite character in that series. And then, taking a closer look at the box, you have awesome artwork of the Scarlet Witch here on one side and the same artwork of the Scarlet Witch on the other side. And then on the top you have the Scarlet Witch logo, and then you can see here it's a Build-A-Figure for Captain America flight gear, and then on the bottom there's not much, and then on the back of the box you still have that awesome artwork of the Scarlet Witch, and then you have all 6 figures to collect to create the wings for the Sam Wilson Captain America. And if you want to read the readout, you can read it here. Just pause the video. And that's it for the Scarlet Witch in the packaging. So I'm really excited to get the Scarlet Witch out, so let's check her out. And here we've got the Scarlet Witch out of the box, and before we take a look at that, here is the Build-A-Figure or Build-A-Flight Pack part for Captain America. So that's it. And now let's take a look at the accessories that comes with the Scarlet Witch. She's got 4 accessories, and the first of which are the blast effects or the chaos magic effects, which would just latch onto her arm, so you can just peg it on there. It's a circular thing. I thought it was the same thing with Captain Marvel's blast effects, just in a different color, but it's a different sculpt. But it's just the same. You just peg it on her forearms and it'll attach. And we have 2 translucent hands, which are just the same as the hands that are attached on the figure, but just cast in translucent plastic, so it gives out the effect that she is using her powers, or she is powering up. Taking a closer look at these 2 hands, both hands are really nice sculpts, and you see there it's got the detailing or the sculpting for the glove hands as well. So really nice sculpting for the 2 hands that they provided. And now we've taken a look at the accessories. It's time we take a look at Scarlet Witch herself, which is just really nice. So let's take a closer look at the Scarlet Witch, or the likeness of Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet Witch in the MCU. So as you can see, that face sculpt is really amazing because it just looks like the actress Elizabeth Olsen. I love the hair, the sculpting of the hair, and the coloring is really awesome. As you can see, the mixture of dark reds and burgundy colors, it's really nice. There's some hints of blacks, and then you also have the iconic Scarlet Witch head crest over here, which is really nice, and you can see the color of the eyes of the actress Elizabeth Olsen. It's really great sculpting. I love the likeness and how far Marvel Legends have come to making likenesses of actors and actresses from the MCU. So you have nice sculpting on the details of her costume over here, the details on her armbands. As you can see, there's hints of red, then darker reds. The linings are really awesome. And taking a look at the hands, it's the same hands as these ones. This one is painted and these ones are in translucent pink. As you can see, you have the Scarlet Witch logo here and the belt buckle, then the side of her robe or her costume, really looking awesome. These Marvel Legends are really kicking it out of the park. As you can see there, the stripes on her legs, on her leggings, really great looking, and it's The black is shiny just like in the show. Then you have those straight lines that come down straight to the legs and the feet. It's really great, awesome sculpting and paint details. And now I've taken a closer look at the Scarlet Witch and all the details on this figure. It's time to take a look at the articulation. So she can look down that much, she can't look up that much because the hair is hindering her. And then her head can turn 360. Then this is on a ball joint. And then her arms as well can turn 360. Don't think there's a butterfly joint here, but it's on a ball joint, so it can move out that far. There's only single joint elbow over here, and then her hands can turn around 360, and this one can move up and down so you can pose her in casting spells, and the other one has a different up and down motion on the wrist, but can still turn 360. And then you have that diaphragm crunch or the diaphragm articulation over here, so it can turn 360 as well as up and down, left to right. And then her legs are unfortunately hindered by the hard plastic skirt, so you have to move out the legs for her to do the splits. She can kick far that much, can't kick backward because of the skirt that I've said. And you have a thigh cut here for the swivel, and then you have double jointed knees. And this figure is really scary because on my figure, I don't know on the others, but this one is very soft rubber here on the knees, so be careful if it's the same on yours. And then on the ankles you have the up and down motion. You can still pose this figure in a lot of poses, and I have trouble having this figure stand up. That's why I have a figure stand over here, because her feet are really small and I think her skirt makes her back heavy, so that's one of the problems with this figure. And now we've taken a look at the articulation. Let's pop off the hands and replace them with a translucent sculpted hands. So let's put on the effect that she is using her powers. So it's really easy to pop off and pop on, so you just put the blast effects here so she can look like she's summoning the chaos magic or her psionic powers, and it really looks great on her hands. So I'm gonna put up some poses on this so you can see how awesome she looks like. Now that I've shown up the Scarlet Witch with their accessories, it's now time for comparison, and let's bring in all the other female Avengers in my collection. And first off, you have Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow, so that's how they look like. It's really awesome. And then you have the Wasp, and then you have Gamora as well from the Guardians of the Galaxy. And then the most powerful, or one of the most powerful characters in the MCU, you have Captain Marvel. So the Scarlet Witch is a really great addition to the group of Avengers. If you are collecting MCU or Marvel Cinematic Universe figures, it's a really great addition. I love the costume on this one. She didn't wear this in the movies, but that's an iconic costume because that's how she looks like in the comics. So that's what you need to know if you want to get the WandaVision Scarlet Witch figure, and I highly recommend it. My only warning to you is watch out for the legs because it's really rubbery here on the knees. Otherwise, it's a really great sculpt. The face likeness of Elizabeth Olsen is really awesome. It's really great and it's really poseable except for the part on the skirt. That has been BubbaChuck14. Thank you guys for watching, and have you seen the WandaVision series on Disney Plus yet? Did you like it? Comment in the comment section below. And I want to give a shout out to the following people for giving comments in my previous videos: Ans Marcelo, Mods Russell Keano, Momshi Cheryl Channel, Milka Kulbi, and Jelski. Thank you very much for leaving comments. And this has been BubbaChuck14. And as always, celebrate life, be a miracle.